I want to know how well the iGarden K70 actually cleans a real dirty 30,000 gallon pool. I'll show you what it picks up, where it struggles, and whether it's actually worth buying after seeing it perform in the real world. This is the iGarden K70 robot. I want to show you the app. And you've got your different settings here. So what I like to see is this repeat schedule for wireless pool robots. It's actually really cool, more than one, so it can go, I guess, up to every 3 days it'll do a cleaning. And you can have it do walls and water line, and full coverage. I think I'm going to do a full coverage. I'm going to start running. Our pool is pretty dirty right now, so let's go down and drop it in. All right, so you can see there's a ton of debris on the bottom of the pool, and it's pretty much evenly dirty around the whole pool. So I've waited a few days to do any cleaning so that I could put this robot to the test. One thing I will say is it's super light compared to other wireless robots I've had. This thing probably weighs 20 to 25 pounds. Other ones I've tested have been like 45 pounds, so this is a breath of fresh air. You're supposed to press start running. Again, you have to do it when it's outside the water because it won't have Wi-Fi coverage inside the water. And once you turn it on or hit the start button, it has 3 minutes before you have to throw it in the water. It initially positions itself or where it will end up, but we'll do some filming along the way and see. There it goes. All right, so it's attacking the stairs. One thing to know, as you see here, it doesn't climb stairs and probably doesn't clean sun shelves or other ledges. Those areas will still need a little manual attention. And as you can see, also the K70 uses this S pattern navigation, which handles slopes and the curves of my pool really well. One thing I didn't get to test was the turbo mode. For heavier debris, it roughly doubles the power. So instead of 11,000 liters per hour, it's running at 22,000 liters per hour. They provide a 3-year replacement plan, which is included on the K-Series robots. And that's hard to beat at $700. Lastly, the filter basket, I believe, is best in class. It holds over a gallon of debris. That's huge. And in this first run, I had it set to do a full clean, the floors up to the tile line. And instead of trying to do that every run, I learned it's much better to spread the cleaning out over several days with this robot. All right, after the first run, you can see this is the next day. It captured a lot of leaves. Let's see what's inside the actual canister. One thing, it was much easier to take out of the water than heavier robot cleaners, but here's the big reveal. See how it did. And what do we got? Angle it in here. Boom. Leaf and debris carnage. Not bad. So this was the first run. So the battery is down at 30%. I checked in the app. It said 31%. All right, that went down to 0 now. It looks like it's all done after another 30%. I'd say about 50 to 60% of the pool, bottom of the pool, has been covered. Now this is a large pool. It's got 30,000 gallons to get through. So I'd say on a pool half the size, it would get 100%. But it did, I mean, it was really dirty before, and now you can see it did a really good job picking up the most of it. Second use, let's see what the big reveal is here. Notice the LED still is coming on, so it didn't go down to completely 0. But yeah, after a second run, good. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it still has plenty of room here. You know, a quarter of this has been filled up. I think the limiting factor here wasn't the space on the canister, it was the battery life, but not bad for the 7-hour battery life. You know, it got the walls too. I would have started it just, I think the mistake I made was making it walls, tile line, and floor for the first one. I should have just done floor to pick up the most of the floor debris. But yeah, let's clean this out and then charge it up and pop it back in. All right, it's been about a month since I've been able to test the K70 robot by iGarden, and I'll give you a little bit of my closing thoughts as I take it out of the pool here. I noticed some good things and some not so good things, but still good things about this robot. One thing, I love this touch display here. I'll show you in the shade. It's just really easy to navigate through this. You can, make it do your wall and your floor, the time between the readings. So all of this being a really accessible touch display makes it super cool. I don't even have to use the app. So one thing I will note about the K70 is this is a large pool. This is a 30,000 gallon pool, a lot of surface area. So for this thing, I think I was pushing it to its limit. The K90 option is a 9-hour battery life. This is a 7-hour battery life. The 7-hour battery life, I would get through 2 cleans. It's supposed to do 3 cleans, and it would get through 2 cleans before I'd need to recharge it. So if you have a larger pool like mine, I'd definitely opt in for the K90 version of this model, the K series. I will say I just love, look at that, look at all that debris. This was a great cleaning robot. I mean, this says everything, right? It picks up the debris really good in the pool, and then I like how easy it is to clean. It doesn't have ribs on the inside of this wall. This is perfectly smooth, so when you put the hose through it, it comes right out. So it just drops right out. Another cool feature about this canister, just like that, I'm done. You can give this a nice little rinse. One thing about this canister is that it has this little compartment right here. This is the fine sand and silt canister. And they were so smart because it's just a small little part of the overall surface or volume of this canister. So this little area here traps all that fine sand silt that's under 5 micron in size, and so it keeps your water looking really sparkling clean. So aside from the battery life being stretched a little thin on my size pool, I'm gonna go plug it in. For the price this is and the caliber of robot you get, this is a great deal. I really think the price point as a starting pool cleaning robot at around $600–700 is amazing for what you get out of this. Again, I would opt for the K90 series in this size pool, but for a 20,000 gallon pool, definitely the K70 would be perfect. For a smaller pool, maybe 10,000 gallons or less, the K20 model, even better. Yeah, the only other little hassle I'd mention is the charging. You can see here for another robot, you can just put them on there as an induction charger. This robot is the plug-in kind, so keep this in mind. And it's a trickle charge. It charges pretty slowly, so you need a good full 7–8 hours to get this to full charge. And you can see it has a little charging status indicator right there. But they do recommend you charge it in an indoor setting, so put it in a cool, dry place, and you'll be good to go for about 2 to 3, depending on your pool size, cleans a week on one charge, which is fantastic. So thanks iGarden for sending me this robot to review. Thanks for watching. Summertime swim season's here. It's a good idea to test your water 2 to 3 times a week. Pulley makes it dead simple. They send you a color correct card here to correct for ambient lighting. Uses a really, you just put the test strip on the color correct card. You pull your phone out, and it takes, you want to read the colors between 30 seconds and a minute. So you type in your Pulley app and you hit the scan button, and then in a matter of seconds start scanning your test strip, and right there, and then you hit see results, and just like that, in under a minute you get all the results in your water, and it shows that, oh, I have a little bit low alkalinity, How should I fix that? Oh, baking soda is the recommended solution. I need about 1.65 cups to raise my total alkalinity 2 parts per million. Add the full dosage, and then I'm good to go. And that's how easy Pooley makes pool care for the hot summertime where you want to be swimming as much as possible. Thanks for watching.